What's up, guys? This is Kay from Lunarlight Games. Thanks for dropping by. Hello and welcome if you're new to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And we are back for more FF16. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I know I tried to enjoy mine as best I could. Kind of nursing a minor injury at this moment. Had some back issues that just flared up the past weekend, so I haven't really been feeling quite as well as I'd hoped to be. I certainly can't sit for very long, but we'll try to make it through a session today. So let's go ahead and jump in. Okay. So far, so good. So the last time we were here, we had just completed the introductions to most of the new hideaways functions.
It's all right to touch him.
So now let's see.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
If I remember right, most of everything on the map is currently locked away. Right. That is a shame. Yeah, so the only thing we're allowed to do right now is just to go here. So let's do that.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Where is Ironholm again? Hold on. Right, the Iron Kingdom. So, the Iron Kingdom. I feel like most of these locations would make better sense to the player if we actually spent any small given amount of time there. So far, most of the locations in this game kind of blend all together. They don't really stand out. Aside from maybe that one desert area.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
And the village is here. Wow. This is one mighty area. I suppose we'll look around as much as we can. No side quests as far as I can tell. Let me go ahead and check on our abilities. Still waiting on these. However, we can upgrade this one. Okay, so that one's mastered. Gonna have to wait on these for a little while. So let's get going, shall we? We're gonna sweep around, make sure we don't miss anything here. Sorry, Chocobos. Look at us over here, having fun killing chocobos. That's terrible. Let's see, I see there's an alcove like jutting out to the far left over there. I'll go check that out. So what changed about this? Whoops. That's not smart to do. Come on, big guy. Big wide open prairie. Well, it's not a prairie, this is more like grasslands. It's all gray and...
to the south. That's where we're headed.
You can just make out the castle from here as well.
And yet it's a world away.
Oh. So that's where we're off to. But how are we to get there? So yeah, this ain't exactly a prairie, I misspoke. This is more like grasslands along the bayside. Who's over here?
No mistakes.
Oops. So this one's a tough one. Doesn't help that the camera is not that great. Man, the camera is really bad when there's any sort of incline. Oops. Come on. I'm doing terrible. Wait, what the hell happened? Oh, really? That's incredibly lame. So if you wander too far away from the battle zone, enemies will automatically reset. Which in this game can happen quite often. It's kind of the nature of the game because you're always constantly moving, dashing, teleporting. But to have the enemies just completely reset, that's infuriating. Excuse me, infuriating. So just as you were doing so well, the enemy just runs away. Alright, let's get some health back. I guess not. Oh, where'd you come from? There's another one. Okay, so that's cool. Learn something new. So whenever you use a magic burst and enemies fly away from you, quickly follow that up with the Phoenix Shift. That way you can continue the combo. There's so much to learn about the combat system in this game. Seems like every session we learn something new to add to our repertoire. Sweet. Level up to 28. We shall make 99 in no time. What is this here? Strange. We can't even examine it. That's weird. There's a nice landmark there, and yet it's completely off limits for the time being. Let's head up here and find that one enemy that we left behind. If it's still even around. Where is it? I don't know where that guy went, or if we went in the wrong direction. Should be another enemy right over here. Sometimes that Phoenix shift will be slightly short of your intended target. Nice to see that we can still grind out some levels. But come on, where's that one dragon thing that we ended up chasing away? Sorry, Mr. Chocobo. We are going to be over-leveled by the time we get to our destination. Come on. Is there anyone else out here left to play with? There's more of these. More of that, please. You know, I think I would prefer controlling Jill over Torgal. Why isn't there an option to switch to that? Ah.
Nice try. Nice try.
Whoops. Come on.
Nice try. Too slow.
Did he just miss us? Alright, that's it. Let's waste his... He's done for. That was not really worth the effort. Anyways, we're done here. Let's go ahead and head on over to the town. Don't see any treasures or anything of the like. No treasure chests, nothing. Ain't got no goodies nowhere. It's odd. Considering FF7 Remake was just full of goodies lying everywhere.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right. I heard you the first time.
So let's investigate. There are probably goodies hiding around somewhere here.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
Nothing so far.
Have to join the gang.
Oh, wait.
This very
This place is rather big. Maybe back behind here. And of course there is. Well, we're not exactly drawn in Gil, are we?
There was a time my husband might have stood up to those men. Though back then...
So, the shop.
Welcome, stranger.
Weird. About the only thing the shops are good for are rolls for the orchestrion, healing potions, and accessories. Not really much going on in the way of accessories, belts, or even the weapons.
Are you well?
We'll move on once we find all the chests, or if there are any chests around here. There's one. The devs sure made exploring very rewarding. And after the news I read about the best weapons in the game, it seems like they just come by naturally. The more you play, the more they just hand them out.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100 full legions?
100? I heard it were 1,000.
Where's the second group? I think we passed them by earlier over here. No, it's just this lone dude.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Probably is. No goodies around here, I see. That's annoying. I guess we should probably head off over here.
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way. These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Let us find out. Weird. So this is what connects this area. What's over here? I think if we keep going this way, it just connects over here. Let's go the long way around. Maybe there's something story related over here.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Probably a boss battle. Oh crap, what the hell are those things?
since the poetry, you'll see more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Who are you fighting against, Jill? Okay, so there's a path to the left and a path to the right. Let's take the short path around and then we'll link back up the other way. That's simple. Alright, so coming up here, we're going to make a left and head the other way around. Maybe there was something over here that we missed.
More of my mother's men.
That was it. Cool then. You know what? Let's get some health back. Nice. What do we pick up anyway? Bull's horn bracelet. This one's really useful. If you're using lunge very often like I am, that is very handy. There's a trophy if you're able to use Gouge. I should probably look into it. I think it's Gouge, Wicked Wheel, and Deadly Embrace if you're able to chain all three of them in the air. The seeing as how enemies are just dying left and right in front of us, I wonder if we'll even get the chance to use it. Some pretty environments, but it's barren as far as treasures go. Let's go back the other way. Now the road forks off to the right and left. Let's go left and then hook around right. There's another path down there that we can eventually go towards. Oh hey, more enemies. Almost. That's hard to time. I'll grab that chest right over there. This leads back, but is there anything that we missed over here? As far as I can tell. So let's head over here. Yeah, so it's going to be one straight shot over here. Oh hey, more cannon fodder. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so we're at about half health. What's going on down here? Okay, so the path forward is over there. Let's make sure we didn't forget anything over here. That was the way in. Oh crap. Man, the camera on this, it's really hard to track.
Blood, Clive.
No, it's ketchup.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield to Rosaria.
They're all gonna die. So without any mages, they are done for. Oh, how dare you. Nothing. Oh. Trash.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay, so somewhere in there is our destination. Well, before we open up the gates, are there any goodies? Probably not.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
This should probably have a bigger impact, but after having played a lot of Diablo 4, nameless NPCs just don't really do much for me. Like, who are these folks, other than just being branded? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm heartless. Now, if they were characters from, say, over in the hideaway, maybe I might feel a little bit differently. Maybe if it was, say, Gav or some such. But because those NPCs just don't really have any names and don't have any recognizable faces, it's like, why should I care again? I know Clive obviously does because they're branded, but still. You're not just merely playing as Clive, you're supposed to be Clive, so why should you care? Anyways. Enough about that. Let's continue on. Thankfully, the treasure chests aren't too far, and hello. They're not very hard to find. I don't even know what we just picked up. Probably should have read it better, but oh well. I think it had something to do with the demon something. Where is it? There we go, Demon Tamer Sash. Well, we already have this on, so... Okay. That would have been far more handy if we had not had the chance to just buy it. At least I think we just bought it. Did we craft it? Can't remember. So that's where the blood was from. Before we head out over there, there's got to be something around here for us, isn't there? Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, spoke too soon. You know, I think I would prefer to get some potions every once in a while. At least some way to heal. So while the crafting materials are all fine and dandy, they seem all too common. I think we've seen enough here. Right. So it seems like... Oh, wait. Hang on. We didn't explore this area yet, so let me have a quick look over there. So what was the point in going through the mountain pass? Especially if there was a way that was more approachable from this side. Anyways, let's go ahead and pick up our rewards and then we'll head back around. 6 gil. Fantastic. Whoops. these worms. Cool. More XP is never a bad thing. Thanks, Jill, for the pickup back there. Okay, so oh, come on.
Nice try.
Come on. Let's obliterate you real quick. Nicely done. Alright, so what's over here? Nothing so far. Oh, hey, treasure chest. I actually scratched that. What's the point of leaving treasure chests if they don't contain anything worthy of being called treasure? Cool. There must be something up on top of here. Otherwise, that's about it. We've scrounged about almost every single location here. I don't see anything else that's particularly noteworthy. Maybe a few more items here and there off in the distance. Let's grab those. And then we'll head back. So yeah, job well done. And we're back to where we... Well, I guess we can stop screwing around. Let's head back. I want to say, in terms of treasure collecting in this game, it's almost on par with FF15. But 15, surprisingly, had some notable items strewn around the map. And some of them were absolutely worth collecting. A few of them were always like fixed drops though, in which case they were pretty easy to farm out if you needed them. Things like mega elixirs and the like. They were always handy to have around. This game doesn't really seem to favor dropping healing items for you though. That's a bummer. But we're done here, we can head back. Okay, so past the city, or not city, the town.
Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosabeth. Hides. Quite a lot of them, in fact. Well, that was no fun. Who's that dude over there? I don't see any treasures around over here.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Yeah, so there's a treasure over there. Nothing around here. Let's pick up this. More hides. Lovely.
They tell us there's a curfew, but then refuse us passage back to our homes.
Passage to the provincial capital is restricted to Imperial Army personnel.
The gates are closed. Begone!
Lame.
How am I to sell my
Okay, so everyone's stranded out here, huh?
But this is their home.
It might be their home, but it ain't no more.
The Empire would have us live in the Deadlands.
Looks like we're off to this general area. Nothing else? No. Okay, so off to the road less traveled. Alright, so we're at about 1,000 points. Let's drop them into something worthwhile. I don't really enjoy the lightning elemental iconic abilities. You can't really go wrong with either of these two. Same thing with this one. This launcher is nice, but I think there are better abilities. Some of these later ones are very powerful. We'll have to mark them for later use. And you know what, let's push these two. Thought you could do that for free, huh? Those chain lightning orbs seem somewhat useful, but in practice they're not as practical to use. Okay, so much for the... Actually, no, never mind. There's a chest over there. And it's just money. At least it should be. I haven't been selling any of those loot items yet. And another wide open space. I don't suppose there's some more treasure chests around here.
What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
There's a mama joke hiding around somewhere.
And see where that gets us.
So that side is off limits. The map just ends there abruptly. No challenge whatsoever. I should probably start using some of these up in the air. There aren't a whole lot of opportunities to get airtime, though. That's disappointing.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
With that over, there ain't nothing here. Oh, never mind. Missed this. So we got that thing over there. I guess we'll make our way over here.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice rinse dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, get enough
Fuck off.
Find it, chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all!
I said, where were you, filth?
Back to your sties!
Cut you down where you stand.
Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Okay, so looks like the map is opened up.
As is, we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
before we move in that direction, let's look about the camp and clear
We numbered 6 when we left our village.
the settlement of any treasure chests. If we can find them. Don't mind me. Just looking around for your chests and whatnot. Not really seeing anything.
Why won't they let us in?
Maybe you weren't really supposed to go in this direction, that's why they didn't leave. Square Enix didn't leave any treasure chests. But how would they know that we would be tempted to march all the way around here? Oh well. Well, we did our best. Let's go over there. So I had a funny feeling that we would be able to open up these gates.
Keep looking then.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Okay, so there is no direction given. Meaning we're just supposed to stumble upon whatever it is we're looking for. Well, we got that chest over there. That's locked. Anything? No.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out. Or not.
Can't we all just talk and be friends? I really don't know what they were expecting. Hasn't anybody ever taught them that you really shouldn't go up against a guy that can wield lightning and fire?
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
We can speak inside.
Oh, so they were play fighting. I thought we had killed them. Sometimes it's not very obvious.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
I'll be honest with you guys, I forgot who Wade even was. Probably would have made more sense if they just named him Biggs and Wedge. Or in his case, Wedge.
I suppose we owe you our thanks. You spared us when you could have just as easily sent us to the mud.
Yeah, that's totally what happened. I spared you.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's?
Allow me to tend to your needs, my lord.
We have this already. Same thing with this. This, however, I don't think so. It all still costs too much, though.
I will be here should you need aught else.
They really should have decreased the prices of healing items. As it stands, I don't even bother buying anything. Now we can get a free refill once you die anyway.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Not sure why there is a note about party members. It's not very often we get to choose them anyway. So... next quest requires us to make our way back forward over there.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
So how's it been 18 years and they have never encountered these survivors? They're running.
Look at me sideways. How was the Black Shield?
Come along now.
The bastards are lucky I didn't.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Well, let's do this.
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
Forest area!
Nothing from Jill.
Petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Okay, enough of your...
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Oh.
Wyvern to fight their battle for them.
Oops, crap. Oh, what do you know? It's still just trash. We'll handle that one. I need more health anyway.
More dragons. Works. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Simple, right? Oh crap.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
That seemed kind of painful. Whoops. Gonna have to heal. His health is almost gone.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him? Let's try.
Whoops. He's done for. That was really simple. Other than the fact that we had to use one potion, but I'll take that trade. And we finally have the link to upgrade our battle chains. Not like we really need it anymore, but it's there for the taking.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud! Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I should probably head back to the hideaway to check out the rewards.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
It's another seal.
With pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Ah, wait. Crap. There was a treasure chest, like, right behind us during that cutscene.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Alright, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosefield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. One thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Weird. I thought there was going to be more to this, but I guess we're heading back now. Here be monsters.
In the Iron Kingdom, but Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
So yeah, we should probably talk to Vivian. but not before we make our rounds. Starting with the side quest. To marinate yard chocobo? Seems like it's a recipe. I don't know what half of this is talking about, but sounds tasty.
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first tunnel worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
As long as we get to taste it, why not?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Seems like we can start doing this. Cool. I wonder what that last thing is.
All the bloody dust.
So, 3 new notes. All quite in the Dominion. The Dalmecs and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bared like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man to lay wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised, Gav. A flame none brighter. My Lord Marquis, I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at the Lazarus. But certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, you have shown yourself to be the selfsame man I followed into Stillwind those many years ago. A true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler, the Lord Commander, and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again. Wade. Terrible joke, but I'm pretty sure they saw how bright his flames were firsthand. Yeah, that's terrible. An apple a day. Lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was the time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these, what for their foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it our own. And look at us now. Sid would be proud. Otto. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so let's go update tomes and then we can head on over to the main quest.
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid? Because you can't have this one.
My knowledge is yours. I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer.
So close. So that's Sir Wade. Well, which one's Tyler? Oh, it was this dude. He ended up passing away. And the Lord Commander. What was his name again? Shoot. Oh well, forget it. This isn't exactly it, so where is he? Oh, what happened to Goots? Funny, I haven't really seen him. Where is he? Kenneth? Oh yeah, this was the guy. It's rather sad. He was one of my favorite NPCs from back in the old hideaway. But he doesn't bear a candle to Martel. Desiree. Desiree's still around, right? Cole. There should be a marker somewhere around on these to tell us whether they're still alive or not. Bernard. Here we go. Rodney. Yeah, so Sir Rodney ended up dying after Clive transformed into Ifrit.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Did you come to borrow a book, Sid?
There's more to learn from the lore, but I'm afraid we don't have enough time for that. Maybe later, one of these days, we'll just dedicate a full video just to reading through all of the entries.
Could have sworn we had a few more. Typical nobles.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, so such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. Signed, a busy courtesan. Thank you.
You earned this.
We're at 85, so
All done?
not quite there. Well, what have we got? The Berserker Ring temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Cool, so this rewards you for just dodging. Something that we've been doing very often. Also, let's upgrade this. Now we'll, what does this do? Oh. It's just a static trap. We'll keep upgrading these two here.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Well, there's nothing to catch our eye. I suppose we can come back later. Let's go check out Martha's Rest and complete that side quest.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't we? So, about the price of them turnips.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
And that is going to be down over there. Let's hop to it. It's going to be a quick walk down there anyway.
Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Me? Cause trouble? Why, never. Now would be probably a good time to call our chocobo. But then we wouldn't be able to experience any of the combat. So, why bother?
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
And that is that. And we got those unwanted violets.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Simple enough. Alright, so I think that's where we'll end this session. I can't stand sitting any longer.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
Yeah, here you go.
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long. I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss. Odin's teeth. What, the salt on the senses is like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's Stew sits before everyone in the hideaway. A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
It looks almost like a stewed frog. But anyways, looks like we got a badge of metal. So close, we're only 5 points away from reaching 100. But yeah, I think that's where we'll stop for now. This session has been very productive. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, please like the video. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Let me know what you guys think. Share the video out wherever you guys can, and also subscribe if you haven't already. If you've missed out on any of our previous play sessions, make sure you guys check that out over on our playlist. But of course, if you're interested in seeing any of the other various games we play, check out the channel for more info. If you're on Twitter, follow us at twitter.com/LunarlightGames. Over there you'll find deals, discounts, as well as news stories about the gaming world, as well as the odd giveaway we run from time to time. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by dropping a tip over at our tip jar at paypal.me/LunarlightGames. But if you don't have $1 to donate to us, don't worry about it. Feel free to continue viewing our videos and make sure you guys stay subscribed. Follow us over at twitch.tv/LunarlightGames, and also hit the notification bell across all of our platforms to get updates as soon as they're made available. That's going to be it for me for tonight. My back is killing me, and I don't think I'll be able to sit any longer. But we will be back again next time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. Until next time and until the next video, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys will return. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you in the next one.